What's up, guys? So I figured I'd do a video because I'm probably going to get rid of this carrier. I wanted to make a video on it before it's gone. So this is a Army issued SDS IOTV improved outer tactical vest. This is still issued to a lot of guys in the Army and was the current issue play carrier from, I would say, around 2007 when they started really replacing the ACU IBA play carriers with these. So it answered their need for more protection, as the IBA doesn't have inserts for side sappies. This has built-in inserts on the cummerbunds. They did make a carrier for the IoT or for the IBA that you could put on there, but a lot of soldiers didn't like it because it sagged a lot and added a lot of weight and cumbersomeness to the vest. So, and they also included the wings on this, the big soft armor wings that overlap when you wear it. So they really went for maximum protection on this play carrier, but it was really uncommon, really unpopular with the soldiers, and still is because it weighs so much. This play carrier weighs, I don't know exactly how much, but it's pretty fucking heavy, especially compared to a lot of the other play carriers I've run. The most comparable play carrier to this, I actually have a video on it on the channel, is the MTV, because the MTV was the Marine Corps version of this. Although I believe the MTV actually came out first, but they're very similar. They're both really heavy and cumbersome, and honestly they suck, but they were so concerned with the lack of protection the IBA gave that they kind of went in full-fledged opposite direction when they designed these. This has the throat protector on it, but it doesn't have the yoke and collar assembly on it right now. It just has the throat protector with the soft armor in it. The IBA had a much larger, or the IBA and the MTV both had a much larger throat protector that used to choke the Marines a lot. So the Army made like a really low profile one, and that's like one of the smart things they did with this. Also, this plate carrier can be fitted with like dozens of armor attachments to make it more protective. It's got a groin protector on it. I don't have one, but they have a lower back protector. They also have the deltoid protectors that come out over your shoulders. Like I said, the collar assembly and the throat protector, all that. So you can really armor this vest up even more than it already is if that's your thing. But anyways, like I said, that's kind of the background on the vest. You'll notice that the new Army issued KEH plate carrier and the Marine Corps issued PC and the SBC before that are both much more slim designs than the MTV and the IOTV, and that's because they realize that the Marines and soldiers don't want to have to lug all this around, even though it is more protection. A lot of people believe in the, mobility is protection mindset, which I agree with, to be honest. So a lot of people didn't like having this weighing them down. They'd rather be able to move faster and not get shot that way. So anyways, that's a little bit of the background on the vest. I've never ran this like for shooting or any sort of training. I've only worn it like when I got it, I put it on, and that's pretty much the only time I've ever worn it. I didn't like it, so I took it right off. Yeah, it's very heavy, very bulky, very cumbersome. The rear plate pocket, I believe, is up here on this one, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm not super familiar with these vests. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the rear plate pocket. My bad if I seem like I don't know what I'm talking about. This isn't really my thing. I just figured I'd make a video on it with what I do know. So, yeah, that's the rear plate pocket. The front plate pocket, I know, is a little harder to get to. You have to get up under the soft armor and shit. And then the side sappy plate pockets are just on the cummerbund. And they're meant to fit those kind of side sappies. So that's a little bit, and this plate carrier also does have a quick release. You pull this and it like pulls the string, well, not a string, it's like a piece of shock cord that runs through the entire vest. You can see it on the shoulder and in a couple other places. So you pull that and the whole vest will kind of, come apart for quick dismantling of the vest if you fall in the water, or if it catches fire or something that you need to ditch your armor super fast for. The quick release is something that they've incorporated in a lot of plate carriers. But yeah, the IBA has that as well, or the IOTV has that as well. So that's pretty much it. My overall consensus on it and what I think about it, I think it kind of sucks. I'm glad the Army moved away from it. One of my buddies got issued one of these when he first got to Afghanistan. He used it for the first couple months of his deployment. He hated it until they finally got him the new KDH one. But he said he couldn't stand his IOTV. It was really hot and heavy. And that's pretty much what I've heard from every other soldier I know that's used them overseas. Like I said, I've never worn one of these for any extended period of time, but I wouldn't want to. I've worn my MTV quite a lot, and there's things I don't like about that. There's things that are okay about it. Overall, it kind of sucks as well, but I'm just glad I never had to wear one of these all that much either. One thing I do think is kind of smart that they added on the IOTV was this inner cummerbund, this elastic thing. If anybody's ever run the pig cummerbunds from SKD Tac, they're pretty similar to these. This is like the one smart thing they did with these vests, because it doesn't flop that much if you tighten that inner cummerbund a lot. If you don't, it flops around a lot, but that's something I wish the MTV had, because no matter how much I tighten my MTV, it feels loose. Even with the small cummerbund on it, and I don't have that problem with any other plate carrier, but I think that's something that was kind of smart that they added on the IOTV. But overall, still a sucky vest. You know, I'm sorry if you had to wear one of these on deployment, but I just figured I'd do a video on it before I get rid of it. So rate, comment, and subscribe.